we're in the tropics, and we got AM.
Naturally, you know the vibes.
You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, respect for pulling up though.
Come on,
man, you know the thing. And yeah, usually I start with this question. What's your first memory of yourself?
First memory. I might have been like 3 years old. I remember it was my birthday. My mum wanted me to wear a gown in it for my birthday, but you know, parents, they want to do
Like a traditional pattern.
what they want. But I'm thinking, nah, like I want a Spider-Man or something.
Yeah.
So I weren't feeling it. I remember I cried about it.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, some aunties and that must have come around the house and I tried it on and they were gassing me up. Yeah, it's going to look nice, you know? And then I ended up wearing it for my birthday. And then what's funny is, a couple of years ago, I've gone through some pictures, and then I've seen me in the gown, and it brought back the memories. You get it? I was like, that was funny. But I do remember quite a lot from the age of 3, actually.
Yeah.
From I was in preschool. So before I went to nursery, I was in, I must have been 2.5 or 3. I went to one preschool in Streatham. My mum used to always bring me toys every day after thing. We used to listen to classical music. Like before our parents picked us up. Yeah. So bare little things I remember from age of 2.5 to 3.
Preschool they used to do that, yeah?
Yeah, they used to play the classical music and that, and then when your parents come, they give to your parents, and my mum would, every single day, she would bring a new toy. So I remember that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so where did you grow up?
I grew up in Brixton, Mansfield Estate, or Cowley Estate to be fair, but it's like right next to Mansfield, so it was in and out of both estates. That's me. My primary school was in the estate, you know, so it was destined, if I'm being honest. Tell a lie, my mum did live in Stockwell, so but it's 5 minutes down the road anyway, so I was between my nan's house in Fields and my mum's house in Stockwell, so I was back and forth.
How was the household?
Good household, Christian household.
Both parents?
No, so it was more like me, my cousins, and my sister and that, all growing up with my grandma. My mum was about, my auntie was about, a couple uncles and that, but my mum and my auntie mainly were always back and forth from Uganda, business-wise, you know. I didn't get it at that age, but little things like my mum had like trucks shipping them from the UK, to Uganda. So when I was young, every now and again there'll be some trucks parked on Cowley Road, and I'm jumping in there and I'm gassed and that. I didn't even know what was going on, but as I got older, I realized what she was doing, and she's the one that really gave me that entrepreneurial spirit, still from young. So
How was so your main influence growing up, you say, was Mumsy and your auntie?
No, I guess that was within the household. But naturally, you step outside, innit? So you're just in the local area. I never had no friends in Stockwell because we lived in a house, whereby in my nan's house, it was an estate. So in my age group, I'd say plus or minus a year, there was a good 20 to 30 of us. Like, no exaggeration.
Mumsy's was in Mansfield.
No, Mumsy's was in Stockwell. 5 minutes down the road.
Grandma's
was in Mansfield, but where the primary school was in Fields, it made more sense to just be around my nan's more, and then obviously I had all my cousins there were quite similar in age, you know. So I liked being at my nan's, and then I had all my friends from the estate. As I said, there was about plus or minus a year, there was about 20, 30 of us at any given time. So even like with Skeng, everyone asked me, so how did you meet Skeng? Where? It's just one of those ones where if you grow up in the estate, you can't really tell. Like the first time you met certain people, you just always.
You grew up in Fields as well.
So we all grew up in Cowley in the same estate, so you just know them. Can't remember the first day you met them, but playing outside every summer.
So it wasn't no music link up, it was your bedroom?
No. Like he was even doing music from before I was, kind of thing. So I just jumped on it. Because the man them said man was cold, but so if we're talking about influence, then that's when it leads into seeing the stuff from the streets.
Yeah. But before that, like, how was school? Like, how was you in school?
School was good. School was good. I was never dunce, so I was always doing my thing, especially with maths and numbers. I was good at the numbers. So
do you think that was just like, some people are gifted, innit?
Yeah.
Do you think it was that, or do you think like, mumsy used to push education in the house? Like,
therefore, education was pushed because I remember, like, always doing homework. Always, my mum's always put, like, when I think back to it, she did quite a lot. Like I remember when I was like age 7, I used to do piano lessons, stuff like that. And when I think of it now, I'm like, like, this ain't the norm. Like, so mumsy did push really hard to make sure we had choices and opportunities. So yeah, it was a mixture of me. Naturally, I gravitated toward maths, but in terms of other subjects, and I still done well in science and English. I got top grades in primary school, went into secondary school, top set from year 7 to year 11. So in terms of education-wise, I was always governed.
You see, secondary school, was it like the kind of, because I know certain secondary schools you had to do like a test to go into the school.
Yeah.
Was your school like that? Or
We had a test. We had a test, so I banged that. I passed that flank, but I wasn't even trying to go there. So that obviously that school's Westminster City. It's a boys' school, innit? I wasn't trying to go there. I was trying to go
over the bridge, innit?
Yeah. I got accepted into everywhere I applied for. So I applied for like Ashcroft, Tennyson's, Stockwell Park. I think I even went to Stockwell Park for a day. But obviously all the man them were there. All the man them from the estate, the Gyalem. So I was like, I'm trying to go here. But obviously by then they had a bad rep. So she wasn't going for it. She was all right. Like the one thing I do rate is she always gave me a choice. So even like going to study back home, she approached me. I was 10 years old, just before I was going to secondary. She's like, yo, like I found a school for you. Rare. Obviously, where she's doing business there, she'd rather be based there. She's like, do you want to forward? I was like, I'll be real, nah. Like I got my friends here, and she respected my opinion. So
mumsy went, you stayed,
she was back and forth, to be fair, but she'd go like 6 months at a time, maybe.
How did your life change when that happened? Though? Like, who was the main influence in your life then?
See, when I was young, I didn't get a chance to deep it. Because, as I said, my cousins and that was all together in my nan's house. I was just used to that style of growing up. When you get older, you start to realize that maybe there was a bit of a void that you didn't really understand at the time. So it leads you to seek validation in other ways, especially as a man or as a boy growing up. Validation from older people and people that you look up to is a very important part of growing up. And yeah, I feel like that kind of all fed into the paths that I chose to go down.
What age do you feel like reflecting now and looking back, what age do you feel like, those thoughts, those feelings or that void, when do you think that came to you, like around what age though? When you started to become intrigued with other things there?
Okay, that awareness. So as I said, like, cool, I didn't grow with my pops.
Was he active? Did you chat to him or you didn't talk to him?
Not really. It was a bit of a weird one growing up. But now we have a good relationship. He was down the road. But now we have a good relationship, innit? Like, we chop it up now. But back then it was a bit booky, and I guess it weren't nothing to do with man. But it's something that I kinda came to terms with from young, probably like 7, 8. I was like, at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna have to have my own family one day. I'm gonna have to step up and be my own man. So I can't be pressed over a relationship that ain't here.
But what age did you think you was wise enough to think like that though?
That was them days though. I was like, it was obviously like closer to my birthday times. Like, I think my mum might have been out of the country. My pops weren't about. As a kid, you're thinking, bro, your birthday is meant to be all about you and that, but there was just something missing, and I was kind of pissed. I must have been like my 8th or 9th birthday. I was kind of pissed, and then I was like, bro, like, it's not even that deep. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I got my cousins, I got my sister and that, so I'm good to go in it. And whatever happens in the future, I'll embrace it with open arms. I'm not gonna push no one out, and I'm glad for having that mindset. To be fair, so yeah, them ages there, and I guess when you're saying in terms of when did I start looking at other things and being intrigued by other things, it was always there. It's one of those ones where from a youth, like 5, 6, 7, running around the estate, you're always hearing stories. Oh, this and that, my man got shot. This and that, my man got stabbed. And it's just like kids.
Do you remember at a young age the first thing you heard where you was like, wow, it's different around here? Like,
not the first, but there was like, cool, back then you had SMS and that. So naturally, as kids on the estate, they're like, oh, don't go to Maxfield Park after a certain time. SMS are going to come and do this and that and make you convert and this and that. And I guess back then, there was a lot of stick around Islam anyway because of 9/11 and just the Taliban and all of that. Did you get it? So as young youths, that was the genuine fear. It's like, oh, bro, like there's these youths that are actually gonna nap you, and if you don't convert, they're gonna do X, Y, Z. So little things like that, it got normalized in a sense because you're all in the estate together and you're all aware.
So you see on the estate,
yeah,
them times, what was the generation that was older than you?
Older than me would have been the gas gang era. And then older than them would have been obviously the OC and the PDCs. Okay. So I was just at the border of the gas gang era. Okay. So everyone that was like the years above me were all involved. I was just a bit below it. So by right, you know, I was going them days. They had the tinies and the this and the that, but no one really aspired to be a GM anyway because the way the man them used to deal with each other was crazy. Like they used to do recruiting and that, and that consisted of every summertime, all of the man them are pulling up and just mashing people up, mashing up all the youngies, yeah. And then whichever the youngies kind of just firm it or kind of stand up to the man them, they're like, no, you're rolling, you're my youngie now, kind of thing. They were doing that type of stuff. So every summer and as kids, we're not trying to like, you're trying like you go to the shop, you see the man them, and like, oh, here we go. Like all of that type of thing. So it wasn't something that was really appealing. It's
I feel like your age group here, your generation is when like I feel like people started to get smart though. Wiser when I think about it, because it's just like when I think of like man's era and down, it's just like it was kind of like automatic. You get what I'm trying to say? And it wasn't, man wasn't really doing madness to little youths and moving like that. You get what I'm trying to say? But I feel like your age group, because there was probably like more things. There was internet, there was socials, there was more things. You could see that there was like, you was wise. I feel like to see that there's more to life than certain things, even though that the man that might have been caught up in certain things. I feel like you man had a better, wiser head on your shoulders, if that makes sense.
I feel like that might have kicked in for the generation younger than man.
Maybe.
Because of man's gen of like that's I'm talking like 08. So 08 the man them would have been established and we would have been the little runts on the ends. So by then socials might have just been kicking in, but there wasn't that type of intelligence. Back then it was more so they're just grabbing up. And it's mad because you would see it, like one of your brethrens, he would get recruited. And now we don't even chill with you no more. He's on his pushback, he just cuts through, he's shotting, he's doing what. And you're looking at it like, bro, like he used to, like, you know what I mean? He used to chill with us and stuff like that.
But what made man kind of like go that way after seeing how certain elders used to do with people though?
What,
like what made man think like, this is like, what made it seem glorified to man though?
You know it was, I feel like for the majority of people, it was money, innit? Like, these men are getting money. And everything that comes with that. It's flashy, it's this, it's that. The girls are coming round. And it's just like, they are your friends. Like, you went school with primary and that with them, so you know them. And it's like, the only difference is that they're just kind of, and I didn't really see a separation too tough when we was growing up. It's like, cool, they're part of this gang, but we still chill together in a sense. So how we even went down the path, it wasn't necessarily we got recruited. It was just we had our batch for our age group, and we're in the ends, and slowly but surely, like, you're going parties and that, they know you as Phil's youths. You're going here, you're going there, they just know you as youths from there. So eventually when stuff starts cracking, you're just involved. So at least for me and a couple of my brethren, it wasn't the traditional, you need to prove yourself kind of thing. But that was running for a long time, and I just tried my hardest to avoid it, because it's like, it's not something that interested me too tough.
But would you say that a lot of the youths, like, say your kind of age group here, that went that way, would you say that it's kind of an element of safety that they're looking for?
Of course, because if you weren't
get down or lay down.
Yeah, if you weren't rolling, you was food. You get it? Like, guys are trying to rob you every other day, trying to chat to you anyhow, punch you up. You know what I mean? And a lot of the times it's like, nah, I ain't going for it. So then when you start standing up for yourself, guys respect it. And then next thing you know, it's like, nah, you can hang. And then slowly but surely, that's how everyone was getting their stripes. But I do say you would have to have a bit of something about you to be allowed. Because there's guys that all years down the line, they're still like, brother, why are you even out here? Go home, bro. But it's your brethrens, but it's like you ain't showed that little something about you yet. Until the day you actually show that something about you, and the man them say, ah, you know what, you're hanging. And it does make sense, innit? Because real things do go down. And if you ain't built for it, then you won't survive, kind of thing.
Okay, cool. So from the generation above you, would you say there was anyone that was saying to you, brother, allow the roads, like, just go the good way, this thing don't make sense, or whatever?
There was a couple men that said, I remember a distinct time back in like year 7 or year 8, I used to do army cadets in Camberwell. So I remember one time me and my brethren walking through the fields, and there's a couple of the men them just smoking, chilling. They're like, yeah, man, you lot keep doing that. Yeah, man, stay in school, do the cadet thing and that. Then one of the men was like, allow it, bro. 2-3 years, they're going to be on the roads, bro. And I remember that conversation distinctly. I'm thinking, yeah, man, whatever.
Who was telling you go deposit? You could big them on their outcut. That's
big up Luch Guala. Luch was the one. I remember specifically. Luch was that raw. Like, you lot keep doing that thing. He might not even remember that himself. But I remember Luch was saying raw, like, you lot keep doing that. And then I can't remember who it was that said these men are gonna be on the roads. It might have been Troops. Big up Trooper. I don't know. I can't remember who it was specifically, but one of the men.
You know, you was doing. Did you feel like you was doing something good, or did you think like, nah, man, what them man are doing, that's the thing?
Nah, man I was going cadets for the gal anyway. There was a bag of gal there, so I was only going there for gal anyway. But it's mental, bro. I guess as much as I've said there was a bit of a divide and rare, the ends weren't really like that, bro. Everyone was still cool. Like, everyone was still peoples, but there was a you, like, if you're demanding, there's certain things that you're doing now, whereas prior to that you would have had the pressure to do them certain things.
Because I remember a time, see, like, there wasn't so much of a divide that there is now. What divide did you witness, during your come up? Like, what was the, like, everywhere there's certain ends that don't deal and whatever. How was it when you was going school, and how is it now?
Yeah, no, when
who
I was...
Who used to deal and before, and who don't do now? Like, how is it now?
My school, so I started school in 08. So from 08 to 013, that whole period was the Brixton and Peckham thing. It might have quietened up a bit, like 011, 010, 011, but there was still animosity. So throughout year 7, year 8, year 9, all of that was just straight Peckham and Brixton. And obviously my school, there was a bag of Peckham youths.
In Westminster,
yeah, there was a couple, Robo, I can't remember all the names actually, but there was a couple Peckham youths in it. And it was just a bit like, damn, there weren't that many Brixton youths. All the Brixton youths were going Stockwell or Michael Ramsey or Tennyson's. So I just kind of had to adapt in it. But at that age, I'm not involved at that age, so it wasn't a problem like that for me. But I was very aware in it, like in terms of that side of things. But I'm thinking of it because the streets weren't the highlight. It wasn't the main forefront of my head at that age. I'll be totally honest. It was something I was just aware of, coming from the ends. Now when I cross the river and go to school, people know about the feud and that. And I'm like, yeah, man, I know the man, them, da-da-da-da-da. But it wasn't the top of my head. But I was just a kid doing kid stuff, like wanted to go chill with my friends after school and that. But yeah, that was the main beef. And then obviously 010 is where it really started to go left with the local sets in it in Brixton and stuff like that. Funnily enough, little Zach went to my school. He was 2 years above, man. Went to my school, so I knew him. So then obviously all of that shit happened with Gas Gang and Rare, and that whole thing happened. Then.
So you see, originally, Gas Gang.
Yeah.
Was that just Fields or Brixton?
Fields, Brixton, innit? Yeah. Summer Leighton, Angel Town.
So it was a big connection, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I know Roadside was separate. They've always been Roadside. Younger Roadside, Tiny Roadside, they were separate, but Gas Gang was just this side of Brixton. Yeah. So that was that collective store.
Okay. So yeah, what age did that divide start to begin
with? With like the whole Brixton, Tulse Hill, Brixton Hill, all of that, Stockwell. It was round about that same region. Because. Yeah, when I was in school, because I used to see certain of the mandem that lived in Fields, born in Fields, and I'd see them in Stockwell. Yeah. But now the mandem got problems with Stockwell, so they were near enough one set at one point. You get it, and then obviously there was a couple sets in Stockwell. You had M Block, you had ABM, you had a couple sets anyway. So, but I think that just became a divide, but obviously that did cause problems for man as well. Bearing in mind, my mum lives in Stockwell, innit? So getting about, going to school and that, it was a bit techie certain days.
For me, it's even mad because, like, back in the day, there wasn't that divide. So when I hear things like, like Brixton, back in the day, you had like Frank Johnson's trainer shop, old school, and then you had Foot Locker and all of that on the mains, yeah. You could see anyone there.
Yeah. Anyone, yeah.
When I hear younger youths, man can't go certain places, or it's techie if man's going here or there. Yeah. I'm just thinking it's actually mad, but sad at the same time though.
But when I got older, I clocked how it goes, because the man them all used to have tracks together. They used to chill together. So when I speak to a couple man from the ends, when they talk about their relationships with certain men, certain of them still got relationships, and it's like, my man, come on, man. I'm not onto my man kind of thing. And it's like, now that I've gone through my segment in the roads and stuff like that, I get exactly how it goes. And I know how, I didn't get it before. Like, how can you still be cool with them? But then I get how certain people just slip through a little bit, and it's like, I ain't going to do them nothing.
But from your perspective, how do you think, it got to where it's at, though?
It's just pride and ego. That's just it. That's how it goes. Everyone, even within one set, you have groups that want to have their own thing. I don't know one area in London that just has one set. Because even though you're all the man, everyone wants to have their own thing and claim their own thing.
Like in man's day, you had the ends, but you still had different batches.
Yeah.
But everyone was cool.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So that's even like Peckham. Like there was batches, but everyone was cool. But I definitely agree with pride, ego, and communication. Because when you got pride and ego, you're too man don't need to communicate.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a reason why a lot of things does go left. But I just feel like there's become so much division that there's so much little batches and passer in each end where it wasn't like that before.
Yeah, I feel like old school, it was much better anyway because money was definitely a big pivotal thing in what people are doing. Like coming through this thing, I've seen a bag of man hit the roads without no intention of getting money just to cause mayhem. And then it's a bit confusing because it's like, I hear it, but badness don't even win wars. Money does, you know? So it's like, yeah, it just got, I feel like everything got mixed up. And then, I'll be real, there was a big era of fuck the olders. You see, when that came about, the structure started to break down.
How do you think that come about, though?
I just think that it's just like, man are just falling around thinking, hold on, you lot can't even chat for me kind of thing. And obviously, I don't know, I do think it's an element of badness because you put it this way, yeah, you might have grown up thinking someone was a top dog and rare. They might have done something funny and you boxed them in the mouth. Yeah. Give it a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, no repercussions, just chattings. You're like, hold on, what are you old heads gonna do anyway? You got your little batch. You're the ones that are keeping up the madness in the ends. When people come into the ends, you lot are the ones that are front line. All of that. So slowly but surely, you lose respect for that gen.
Do you think it's that, or do you think it's the way hard when they was in positions, how they used to deal with the younger?
It's all together. It's all part of it because there's certain elders that they're not going to say that to. But the ones that were in positions and they weren't patterning properly, the ones that were just jamming it 24s, and then they've seen some youths run up and stick you up. Thinking, brother, you chat shit to me every day on the block. Why am I going to listen to you? Like, it's all combined, innit? But that's why me personally, as an older youth to some of the young youths in the ends, I'm not a gem. That's one thing that I try to stay very consistent and very realistic with the type of person I am and how I pattern. And anyone that's younger than man, they can vouch, innit? Like I don't overdo it. A certain man overdo it, and it's like when the heat's on you now, you gotta have that same vim that you was given to these little youths. You know what I mean? So I guess just stay authentic and yeah, but they will take that on and look at that. I remember the youths that I look up to in the ends. Like it's just the authenticity in it. Someone that can speak to you with respect.
So, boom. On that topic of authenticity, if you had to sum that up in 3 words, what would you say that makes a person authentic?
Reliability. That the bracket, the things that come under reliability is being a man of your word. Yeah. If you say you can do something, make sure you can do it. If you say you can't do something, then at least you've said it. Yeah. So that being a man of your word and being reliable is very important. Also respect, because you can understand that we're not levels. You've been through more, X, Y, Z, but you don't have to talk down on me. You can talk to me with respect and it will be mutual. Because at the end of the day, someone's going to fear you until they don't. And when they don't fear you, they're going to step all over that. But if they respect you, even though they know they have the power not to do whatever, they're not going to do that because of the respect they got. You know what I mean? So being respectful, and then I would have said consistency, but that comes under reliability as well. It's just I don't know, that as a little youth in the ends, there's certain things that you require from people that are telling you.
Even now, not even as a little youth, I'm saying even now, what do you think, other than those 2 things, another thing that makes a person like
Authentic? Yeah. Obviously, authenticity at the core of it is just being you, because you might not be the maddest man, but we know what to come to you for because you're being authentic. Now, it's easy to be authentic. You get it? Because you're just being yourself. But a lot of people try to be someone they ain't, and the cracks always, people see through those cracks. So I guess
everyone that's themselves is not authentic as well. Because a lot of people, you can authentically be yourself, but it doesn't make you authentic in the real type. Because a lot of people, they got, obviously, to work on themselves, innit?
Yeah.
So even if someone's got their shortcomings, they could be authentic, but they got their shortcomings, but it doesn't make them a honourable person.
Honourable, yeah. But I think that's why, in that sense, authenticity gets defined a bit differently, because to its core, you can be authentic to being a scumbag.
There you go.
You know, but it doesn't mean you don't have the minerals of authenticity, meaning being consistent. Yeah, being consistent with whatever you do, and stuff like that, and being true to your nature. You might have a fucked up nature, but you're authentic to that. But in terms of the streets, and that authenticity changes, because we're not talking about your character. We're talking about the street character. We're talking about someone that is in position, someone that's a leader, someone that, you know what I mean, that has to influence another generation. And how true are you to that model? So yeah, I get it in that sense.
Yeah. And where do you place like faith in your life?
Very, very highly, actually. I ain't the best example. Yeah, because, you know what I mean? Quite, my lifestyle's quite hypocritical, so I'm aware of that, and it's something that I do try to work on. But I kept falling into this trap of, because I'm not the model citizen or things like that, then I might as well just forget it altogether. Because I'm living like a hypocrite. Yeah. Because I'm living like a hypocrite. Just forget it altogether. Just don't do nothing. And those are the thoughts that kept hitting me, like going through this street thing. But I never abandoned my faith, because, as I said, I had a strong foundation, and that's kept me grounded throughout my whole thing. But it's times like, yeah, like I can always sit back and say my two prayers and try, as of recent anyway, this past year, I've tried to ground myself a bit more, connect. Obviously, as I said, I'm a Christian, so I try to understand it a bit more, because I've had the whole phase of dropping out of church as a teenager and all of these things and doing what I want to do, then trying to come back and not understanding and being mad critical and wanting to, and I'm the type of person that has to believe in something myself before I'm not listening to a next man. So I've found my own type of understanding, and I've just worked it first by trying to have a personal relationship and having that open conversation with the one I believe in, and then go into the holy books for answers for certain questions and trying to see what the model life should be. And it's a journey said way, you get it. Like I can't just, it's difficult still. It is a difficult one. But
so on that note, when you say faith now, what is the fundamentals of your beliefs?
I'd say the fundamentals, well, in terms of Christianity, it got simplified in the New Testament, to love God with all your heart and love your neighbor as you love your neighbor, or whatever, in it. But it just goes to it got simplified to that, because it basically just says, cool, as long as you're doing those things to the truest that you can, everything else will be governed. Like if you look at a black youth hoodied up and rare on the streets, and you're looking at him like, use that, and you're trying to do him something, you're not loving your neighbor. That's what I'm saying. It's more difficult. It's easier said than done. But naturally, if I did look at that person differently and had love for them and compassion, X, Y, Z, then...
You see, like Jesus, what's your beliefs of Jesus?
So obviously, I believe in the Trinity, believe in one God with three manifesting himself in different... Yeah, 100%. In different ways. And the reason why I don't struggle to believe that is because within what I know, I don't feel like God is limited in any way, shape or form. Meaning, if he wanted to present himself in those ways, he has capability. And that's the only reason why I don't struggle to believe it. I know it's a lot of people do, and certain times I'm on TikTok and watching all these debates, and they're like, God can never be a man, he can't wipe it, X, Y, Z, you know what I mean? And I'm like...
But do you ask yourself, like, obviously, God has the capabilities to do anything.
Yeah.
But do you ask yourself like why would?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like there was a whole point in doing that because there's set standards that were set for us as humans that were unrealistic, and we would have turned around and said, "What do you mean? Like we can't do this, we can't do that." And for him to send an example and say, "Try to be like this person," you know. I feel like fair dues, and there's a lot of to me there's a lot of question marks in religion anyway, in total. And I feel like, number one, if I knew everything and if I could prove everything, it wouldn't be a faith. A faith as an element would cease to exist because it's now science, it's now evidence. So there's always an element of the unknown, and it's just about what do you believe in, and I guess how you navigate through that. So yeah, there is 100%. There's always lots of questions, and I don't know everything, but I also take I also take personal experiences, supernatural experiences, and that's kind of the things that get me in this, that make me believe that this is the way. Because as I said, it's so nuts because there's a lot of similarities between, especially Abrahamic religions, right? And it's very difficult. I can understand exactly why someone following Islam or Judaism and all these other religions are strong in their belief. Yeah. I can't turn around and be like, yeah, but I know it all. I know I'm right. You know, I might believe that.
The main difference is monotheism. You get what I'm saying? Is like the beliefs around Jesus, like believing whether he's a prophet, rather than the Son of God, and worshipping directly to the Creator rather than worshipping through any prophet or messenger. You get what I'm saying? Whereas a lot of Christians, they pray to Jesus.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But we hold Allah as having names and attributes, not the all-knowing. He's the all-knowing, the all-seeing, the all-hearing. So all of our worship is directly to Him.
Yeah.
So we believe that the people of the time of Jesus, peace be upon Him, He was sent for the guidance of the people of that time. And each prophet and messenger, for the people of their time, they was for the people to follow. You get me?
I get it, and I get why. With that logic specifically, it would be difficult for someone to understand why we pray to Jesus. For someone to agree that I'm going to pray to Jesus, you would have to believe that He is part of that unit which you call God.
And then you got to think, before the time of Jesus, in the time of Moses, there was no Trinity. So
I mean, but that's what I'm saying, because it would have been manifested in the way it was after Jesus come down. As Christians, we believe
at that time. You get me?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. As Christians, we believe Jesus was still involved within that, and there's certain times where He came down. Like there's a time where there was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the fire, and some people say that was Jesus that came down. I think they say it was an angel. Listen, my knowledge was much better when I was back in Sunday school. Do you get it? But I say that to say there was different times within the Old Testament where people attest to say this was Jesus. So it's like He was still present within. But I wish I knew more. But that's part of me going back and trying to read up more and being steadfast in what I believe. Because at the end of the day, you can sit down and have a conversation with someone, and if you're shaky, it doesn't help no one, kind of thing. But yeah, it's a journey. It's a journey still.
And when did the music start?
Music started, I think, college days. So prior to that, like school days, we had I think the Apple Macs just started coming in, Garage Band and all of that. So we used to just muck around in school and stuff, and then I made a little mixtape on SoundCloud, and it's just on a joke thing, you know what I mean? Rapping about a gal and that. And then obviously Skengdo was already rapping. He was rapping like a year before me or 6 months before me or something. So the man was just on to me, bro, you need to go studio, you need to release that tune, da 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 da. I'm like, forget about it. So one day Skeng went studio, and then I came through and I spat. I think I done 2 tracks, and then we just called it that, but they were cold. And then I think a couple of weeks later, Skeng was just like, yeah, when you come into the shoot, I'm like, oh yeah, what shoot? He's like, arting. I said, nah, bro, come on. He's like, oh, you ain't even got to show your face, bro. Just wear a bandana. And then we done that. Song popped off. I think it got like 80K views in a month. That was mad at the time, you know what I mean? And then from there we released.
What channel did you put it on?
That was, I want to say, Rap City. Rap City. Okay, Rap City. And then after that we dropped. Yeah, we dropped. That was Hammers. Then we dropped Kick Down Doors, and then the 3rd song was Think Again. And Think Again's the one that was going viral before TikTok. It was like people on Twitter creating memes out of it and stuff like that. And then that's how the arting started. So it was 3 songs in. By the 3rd song, people was already, and then someone that played a big part in our come up was Danny Press Play. Because he shot maybe 10 or 15 of our videos free of charge. You know, so he was the one that helped us with consistency. So yeah, big up Danny for that one.
Yeah, that's sick, man. So how did so when that happened, he's officially on music from then,
Yeah. So no, actually, them days we was on the roads. So it just became long-winded.
So when was it like officially like a duo? Like, yeah, this is what we're doing. We're a duo now. We're doing music.
Officially 2017. So we would have started in that 2015.
2 years later,
Yeah. So throughout the whole of the end of 2015 to 2016, we was all doing music as a collective, innit? But just me and Skeng would be more like
Who else was in the collective?
You got BT, Rendo, TS, VI. There was a couple, like just the rest of the man, them Rudes, all of that. They wasn't necessarily rappers, but there was the man, them, and that spit a couple bar here and there. But the ones that I'd say was rappers would have been BT, Rendo, TS. And obviously we're all the same like age group anyway, but they'd started
They still
before
do
us.
music now or not?
Yeah, they still got bits and bobs. Everyone's working on what they're working on, but I just know how it gets as well. With me, I ain't probably released like a couple songs this year, but I just know how life gets. Sometimes it's you're not as consistent as you'd like to be. But yeah, the man, that's I hope I'm not messing no one out. But yeah, I just say in general, all of the man was making music, but specifically BT, Rendo, and TS had maybe like a year and a half on us.
So did you was just doing music, or did you have a name for the click?
410. 410, yeah. So we
from then,
decided the music.
So when you first started, was it 410 or 2 years later, or boom into it? You're saying right, cool.
No. When it was prior to that, was F Block. So a couple of the men, like TS has been rapping since it was like in year 8. Okay. But back then it was F Block or Phils or Tiny OC or whatever. Like certain man, Rendo, BT, they might have been rapping from like 2013 or 14. So everyone was rapping and making music, but as a collective, and the drill sound coming together. I think the first song might have been Ford or Come. Oh yeah, even Mo Squeeze. Mo, there was one of the man called Mo.
So when you started, drill was already like pattern.
Yeah. So the A-Town lot, Sticks and M Dog, Grizzy, they'd set off the drill scene straight from Chicago. All their first couple songs, the beats are slower, Chicago drill. They'd set that off, and then obviously that had been popularized with their feud with the Brixton Hill Youths. So all of this was like a year before we'd started. So that was doing this rounds in probably like 2013, 2014. That was doing this rounds, and then naturally the man them just picked up, and then the BT.
What was your influences?
Just probably the whole Chicago scene was tapped in to the whole of Old Block and all of that. Their beef with FBG and all of that was tapped into that. So that's what kind of influenced the drill thing. But outside of that, just a whole heap of music. I'm a music head, so all down from the 90s, rap all the way down to UK rap, and UK rap kicked in, man like Squeaks and that whole era there, and then you got the ends with the Political P, Sneakball, and the rest of the man them doing their music. So all of these had their incremental influences on me just even caring about music or thinking, let me just drop a little something. By that age, I think every one of us had the little 16 on our phones, you know. So it was all.
So who would you say in, like, I'm thinking, drill? Would the drill start your age group then? Would you say?
Yeah, near enough, like especially for the ends, because.
So in UK, ends, who you saying started drill? That's a question I hear people talking about, who started. Yeah.
I'd still give it to Sticks and Dog. Yeah. I'll still give it to them because I don't remember. They had mixtapes, like they had 2-3 mixtapes back in 013, and Chief Keef and that popped up like 012, like with his hits, like so. They started it. Facts, they brought it to the UK to the point. It was biting the Chicago thing a bit. Did you get it? But they claimed they owned it and made it their own thing. But like, you'd see lots of references and stuff that was straight from Chicago. So hands down, Sticks, Dog, Grizzy, them lot started that.
And how did the name 410 come about?
That's the man. I wasn't even there for the ceremony. You know, I missed out on that one. But 410, obviously 410 gauge. You got there was trying to rename Fields Oval Quarters. That's 014 backwards, it's 410. So just little bits and bobs. The man decided that 410 was the one. And it's like, as I was saying, BT, Rendell, TS, they started rapping before me and Skeng. So 410 was already established. There was already traction. So naturally, us man starting the music, it made sense to continue what the man had already started. But by then I had no interest in rapping. That's the difference. So it was all like the same era, same age group, but I just had no interest.
Running with now?
Yeah, to be fair, 410's still running. Still alive and kicking. Naturally, you want to, like, I don't know, because 10 years running now, you get it. Naturally, you want to kind of just diversify a little bit, change up your sound and things like that, which is what I'm tapping into now. But 410 is still quite known. I feel like we do get left out of certain conversations sometimes. People's memories are quite short, but those who know, innit? Like, especially I feel like me and Skeng did a lot for our era of drill. 2 tours in a year.
You talk about that?
You know what I mean? Like,
What's the biggest tour would you say you done? Or the biggest?
December 2018. So we done the first tour was, I think, February 2018.
Yeah. What locations?
UK cities. Manny, Brum, London. I think we done London. Manny, Brum, and that. We done up north. But let me break down 2018 quickly. 2018, we went Germany, done some music. We went Vegas with Danny, done a video, XYZ. Then we had our tour. After the tour, come back. Money's kind of coming in a little piece. I've gone to AF. This is now we're in that May. I've gone to AF, invested in AF.
That streaming days as well still? Yeah?
Nah.
Or before streaming? It's round about streaming days because I remember I'd put on Spotify, all of man's tunes on Spotify at the end of 2017. Yeah. You get it? So prior to that, no one cared about no stream. No one even getting money for nothing. Not from YouTube, not from nothing, just getting popular. But yeah, take it to May. I've gone Africa and Uganda, done quite a lot of investing for the back of my mum's, what she started. Then I'd come back from Uganda, done a couple more videos, gone to LA to shoot the Chief Keef song. Shot that, come back to London like a day later, in Junction by the police, for the music thing. And then we was running through that, and then end of the year we had our second tour.
So 2018 was a very like iconic year for us.
Literally tried to shut man down as well.
Yeah, of course. Like obviously they wasn't happy that they couldn't pin us down to anything that was going on in the ends. There was a lot going on in the ends in that time, day in, day out. Obviously, guys know we had our feud with Kenneton, so there was a lot back and forth. But they could, me and Skeng specifically.
Fields and Kenneton's right there as well. Isn't it?
Yeah. So they couldn't. I get nicked every other day and nothing would stick. So they were thinking, they were pissed, and they like, whatever it is, we need to stop this music stuff. So they gave us the injunction, and we thought it was just chattings until we performed the song, and they gave us a breach, and they were gonna send us jail that day, but they suspended the sentence. I was like, I walked out of there like, there's no way you was actually considering sending us jail for 2 years because we performed the song. But yeah, they was. So that's when it became real, and then that's when we kind of backed up a bit when it came to the music. We're like, all right, nah, we have to take it easy now, Carl. They're trying to do us.
So you see, surrounding that, did you have like probation or any conditions where you had to chat to them before you release music?
Yeah. So we had to send it to our solicitor, who would have a contact somewhere, I don't know, in the police, and get the song green lighted. It was just dead, man. We couldn't perform. All till the other day, like, was meant to have a performance. The venue owners Googled our names and talked about, but the police ain't gonna like this, rare. I was like, bro, are you sure? Because if I post this on the net now and I met police, they can't tell me nothing. Like, injunction and everything's done, you get it. So, but yeah, we 2-3 years, no shows. And then COVID kicked in. There was no shows regardless. Then the injunction done, and then it just started getting, I mean, it took a while to pick up, but before I've come over here, so talk about last week, Wednesday, had a show in Kent. Thursday, had a show in Leicester and Nottingham the same night. Friday, Saturday, I flew out here Sunday.
Back outside again.
Yeah, so back to business. Then we got a couple more bookings for when I get back.
Where was those shows?
Yeah, so Kent was the first one, and then Leicester and Nottingham. Because they're not too far from each other, we just done them both in the same night. But it just goes to show, like, this is 10 years later, like, the generation. The way I see it is, when we was popping, we took up a whole, like, there was 3-year-olds singing our music to the age of olders. So it's like every year a new set of people go to uni that's never seen us live, and then that demand comes back again. So it's a good thing. It's a blessing.
What would you say your biggest song is?
Mad About Bars for sure.
Mad About Bars.
That and it's a freestyle. But that thing there, I ain't seen nobody from the drill era shut down a crowd better than.
That's big talk, you know.
I show man now. That's the O2.
That's big talk.
O2. A big O2 that they want. Big O2 that they want play man's tune every other.
Saying the no drill rapper.
Big O2 that want play man's song every other day, yeah, and they don't invite man to do a one set. Thinking, you lot are killing me, man. But then people want to snap me my song going off. I'm like, nah. This Face ID shit. Because I remember, you know what? It's in my Dropbox. I'll show you still. I haven't seen anyone in man's era. I can't say.
While you're looking for that topic of discussion, saying you're back outside, your name's calling, a passer happened, internet drama. Oh, a man saying now. Yeah. That you can vouch for their badness, innit? So the only reason I'm even addressing it, because the people want to hear.
Yeah,
They're saying AM.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Yeah.
Get me?
No, it is.
To make it clear, there's the internet's in an uproar.
Yeah.
You could say it's a viral. Is it viral? It's viral, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a viral
that situation is viral. It's viral.
It's a viral situation. Yeah, allegedly, there's violence.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's one-on-one. I don't know if it's man got rushed or whatever. I don't know, innit? But there's a lot of stuff that Kid Ofeli's talking about.
Yeah.
And he's saying AM. That's recently he's saying that,
Yeah.
AM can vouch for my badness.
Where's badness?
Let's suggest to people. This is the first time they've been saying AM talk about this, innit? This is the first time. So we suggest here you get me on Battle of the Soul.
You know, it was cool. He's not capping, innit? Like, I was on live, we was just rapping. And obviously some people was trying to discredit him in the comments and saying, buddy, you ain't even been around Brixton and rare. And I'm saying, brother, they don't know nothing. Because he was definitely about PDC days and younger PDC or whatever. Like, he was in and amongst a couple of the man them that was about, innit? So my main thing is, therefore can't take that away from him.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's go. Ask the question again. You get me? Look. Yeah. Here, man. It's Battle of the Soul.
No, live.
We're
Live.
Yeah. AM's in the building.
Exclusive.
You get what I'm trying to say? But, look, man.
Let's go.
I'm asking the questions. You get me? So, there's viral moments going on. There's violence happening. Not that we're over here promoting any violence, but there's someone, you get me? Yeah? Kid Ofeli, and the people, they're asking. Yeah, because Kid Ofeli's saying that this man right here, AM, can vouch for his badness, innit? Yeah. So, I'm just asking the question, innit? Because the people, they've been asking AM and they want to know what's really good.
Cool. So as I was saying, the ones and twos, like, he wasn't lying. He was on live. There was people trying to discredit him, talk about he's never been around Brixton, blah, blah, blah. And I've obviously said, raw, that's capping it. Like back in the days, I don't know how old he would have been, like 11 or 12 or 13, young PDC days, and that he was about. He was in and out. I don't know where he was based, but I would see him with the man them kind of thing, innit? So I was like, raw, like, you can't take that away from him.
So just for the record, who did you used to see him with, though?
Who, Kid Ofeli?
Yeah.
Couple of that younger PDC set, bro, the videos on YouTube, that's what's crazy. He's there with the man them, innit? But obviously, one thing I wanted to address is the mental health thing, innit?
Yeah.
Now, he's someone that's been vocal about his mental health, innit? Yeah. So naturally, you have to take that into consideration in terms of like how things are manifesting as it stands, in it, and no one's in his corner saying, yo, let's pattern this or let's get you this help and that. Yeah. And it's not every day people are vocal about their mental health. Some people it's just bottled up and you see them going mad. So it is like, to see how things are unfolding, it's a bit like I don't really fuck with it, innit? But at the end of the day, everyone's responsible for their own actions. So when man's saying vouch and rare, I hear it, but at the same time, I didn't tell a man to go on the net and say X, Y, Z about the next man, because the stuff that he was saying about ambush was crazy, innit? Like crazy stuff, and that will have retaliations. So everyone's their own man. He's dealt with what he had to deal with, but I was just, in the live anyway, I was just saying, like, nah, he was about, innit? Like, he was local, doing the ones and twos, like any other little youth around the ends.
So here you have it, innit? You heard, innit? You heard. Yeah, he was outside, for whatever that means, you get me, to the public. But, yeah, man, I think this is the perfect moment to even talk about mental health, though.
Yeah. Serious about the mental health thing as well, yeah. I feel like everyone needs to understand if Bud's for them or not. 100%. Plain and simple. And I'm going to say it like that because I've seen it happen, yeah. And it's like, I knew Bud weren't for me at the age of 16. 2013 is my last trees that I hit. I knew that weren't for me. Some people don't understand that that's what the problem is. They think it's helping in some sort of way, and it's like, it's so normalized in our culture from even like, let's say Jamaican culture, yeah. But you have to understand, they're not talking about the same bud. When they're talking about the bud, the high grade or whatever, the things like that, it's not the bud that you lot are grabbing on the roadside.
I feel like it's less, but I feel like any bud.
Any bud, yeah.
Good, but I feel like there's levels in it. There's levels to the problem in it. So there's definitely gonna be certain buds that's more harmful.
Yeah.
But I ain't flagging none of
Any
them.
bud, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. When I was smoking back in the days, it's cheese and all of that. See, as soon as Ami hit, yeah, I said this is a bit different. And I just knew it weren't for me. Like my body weren't reacting in the right ways. So it is tapping into a lot of people's like mental health. That's like it's just triggering it. Like that might have been dormant.
Definitely now, bro. Definitely, 100%, bro.
It might have been dormant. And my mum's a mental health nurse. She sees it all the time. She's seen young black brothers going skits. Like it's like, let's do the maths here. Like let's try to regulate. And then as I said, it's just about knowing when it's not for you, because half of the man them that I know smoke and they're calm. So that's why I don't do this whole pressure thing. Because I never used to get it. Like, if I got a drink or something and someone don't want to drink, I don't want to. Nah, bro, just drink, man. Come on, it's like you want them to be, you want them to feel how you feel. You want them to be happy and that. But I start to respect people's boundaries because everyone ain't the same. Everyone ain't the same. The loons thing, I've never done one in my life, but I just know, I know me, like I know my personality. That's not gonna go well with me. I don't want to be there laughing and happy. I don't want that for me. So that's just something I ain't tapped into. Some people do it and they're calm. Some people get tingly legs. Like, but obviously with our brothers in our community smoking, moving paro, acting nuts, doing mazzes, it's just promoted. It's like, oh yeah, my man's a madman. Yeah, my man's on smoke. Very rare, but no one's actually sitting there and looking out for you. And then 5-6 years later down the line, when you're done out here, man just turn around like, oh, it's dark, you know. You see what happened to my man? And it's like, let's like try to adjust this a little bit and just create that space where it's okay to not smoke, bro. If your brethren don't want to hit it and or if you don't smoke too tough, allow him, bro. Don't keep pushing him to hit the bud, because when it's working for you, but it might not work for him. And you might just push him down a dark hole. So, yeah, bruv, like, it is dark. I'm not here saying everyone stop smoking, but at the same time, bro, just, if it's not for you, it's not for you. And if you ain't done it yet, you ain't missing out, bro. Just, you get it? Like, just, if you ain't done it yet, you're in the best position. So just don't.
Man need good friends as well, bro.
No, it's true.
Because you know what it is? There's like, some man know what they're doing is harmful.
Yeah.
But they don't want for their people what they want for themselves, you get me?
Yeah.
So it's just like they know that what they're doing is problematic, but they ain't gonna say, they will bring man down that road, because bro, it's the same thing. Like, you see back in the day, there's man that used to smoke food and they're giving food to younger youths to smoke food.
Mad.
You get what I'm trying to say, bro? And there's different errors in it. So there's some man that, like old school, they didn't really know the effects of certain drugs because it was new. Yeah. But then there's certain other errors after. Man fully knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing, but they just want someone to do their madness with.
Nah, bro, man, them forgive me, innit? But bro, there ain't been enough clinical trials for us to know the effects of Cali yet. So when it comes to certain bud, bro, I'm like, I hear it. Everyone's calm, everyone's smoking, but bro, they ain't no one that's been smoking this thing for 10 years.
But weed's been selling, man.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
And
so it's like it's just got peaker, like. So I'm like, but everyone just know what you're doing, innit? Car, it is a real thing, innit? And a lot of people, I've seen close friends, like just everything just going sideways over this thing, and then not realizing what the problem is another issue, like. So yeah, man.
And alcohol's even another mad thing, bro.
Yeah. That's a creeper still.
Alcohol's mad.
That's a creeper,
because all of these things, it makes people dependent, innit?
Yeah, dependency. One day I'm gonna start a class, you know, in terms of self-restraint, and I've accomplished a lot in life, and just being able to have that self-control. Number one, sexual self-control. As a man, if you if you can't master that, then there's an issue, because it's a fundamental. It's something like it's your body, innit? But if your body controls you, then there's a problem, innit? So having sexual discipline is very important. Then you got, like, even just me in terms of fitness, I do things like keto fasting for a month, with keto diet with intermittent fasting. But doing those things, it works as checkpoints for me, because I know I've done something mad. I've done a month for this, and I know now, if I want to change, if I want to have a diet where I do keto for 5 days a week, and then the weekend I'm chilling, I know I can do it because I've done a month.
When you have a diet, what does it consist of? Like, what's the window of eating? Like, what time do you eat?
Certain times I was doing the 6 hour eating window. That's the easiest for me, because it would be like, I want from 6 p.m. to midnight, I can eat. That's the only eating window I got in a day. So I was doing that for a bit. That was all right.
What was you eating in that time?
So then in that time, this is when I wanted to, so I lost 10 kilos in a month, innit? Yeah. So I was only drinking water and eating...
no juice, no smoothies,
no smoothies, not even fruit, because obviously fruit got the... got sugar, but it's a different type of sugar, innit? Glucose or whatever it's called. But at the same time, I stayed away from that, so just straight. So why, innit? So I didn't want to say that, but just no carbs.
You can talk, bro.
Just chicken and beef and that, yeah.
Oh.
Chicken, beef, fish. Yeah. No carbs. No rice. Now, because what category is that?
I know exactly.
It's mental, innit? Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, chicken, beef, fish, mainly chicken and fish. Chicken is just calm.
And they say protein,
It's
innit?
working out.
So boom now, yeah. You might as well talk about your workout program as well. Then.
Workout, yeah. So I'm gonna I've documented most of it. When I'm where I need to be, I'm gonna post it, innit? But it was difficult. I guess it's different for everyone as well. Cause some people ask me for tips, but it's like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to gain muscle? So right now I'm in a phase of losing fat but gaining muscle. It's probably one of the most difficult things to do, having that balance in it. But in terms of workout though, I started something recently, the 4x4 method. There's a youth on TikTok called Mr. 4x4 innit? And he's basically saying, like, I don't know if he says like 20% below your 1 rep max, but you do 4 sets and 4 reps. And then I think you add a weight every week or something, bam, but you will start flying through the weights. And it worked for me, innit? The first 2 weeks I was doing it, like I got my bench up. Most of my exercises, I got them up in 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, this is a method that works.
A long-term method or something to use.
He's been doing it for I think 2 years.
Okay.
I swear I see my man with the 65s on each arm, just like water, and he's quite like he's a bit muscly, but he's a slim frame. So he's someone that you wouldn't picture doing certain weights, but someone that said, "All right, cool, boom, if it works for him, let me try a thing." And with this. When it comes to fitness, what I would say is, no matter what regime you're doing, or no matter what mix, what they call it in it, of sets and reps, it's only consistency. You'll see results from the consistency. So it doesn't matter how you do it. Obviously, certain might be faster, certain might be slower. But as long as you're consistent, you will see results in it. That's the main thing.
And on the topic of protein, yeah, if you had to choose one protein, yeah, what are you choosing?
Eggs.
Like, but you're saying it's a why in it, so I don't want to say, but not something vegetarian. Like if you had to choose fish, if you had to choose beef, lamb, chicken or whatever, what are you choosing?
Chicken and eggs, isn't it?
Chicken, yeah.
Yeah, the full
actual chicken, like chicken, yeah.
I'd say eggs before chicken.
But eggs, you can't choose eggs.
Why?
Like, you got to choose a thingy, you get me?
Eggs don't count? No, it don't.
So
It might not. It might
chicken, fish, lamb, beef. like that kind of protein. You get me? Eggs is heavy, but not like if you had to choose a thingy, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, like bless, bro.
Yeah, respect, bro.
Shit. Chicken still.
Chicken, yeah.
Chicken, because you can diversify when it comes to chicken. You can grill it, fry it, roast it, different seasonings. You can go a long way with chicken still, and it's probably got the most like benefit when it comes to gaining.
If you had to choose one fruit, what are you choosing?
See me, I get indecisive, innit? I like certain things a certain time and I don't like them another time.
If you could only have one, that's it. That's you, pattern, gov. You can't, nothing else. Only one forever.
Oh, man. But I get tired of it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I get tired after like a week, but maybe, I want to say grapes, but I don't even care. I can't remember the last time I bought a grape. Pink lady apples.
Grapes are heavy still, though.
Grapes, yeah.
Grapes are heavy still, but I don't know, like.
You can freeze them,
Yeah,
frozen grapes with lime and honey or lemon and honey.
Yeah, grapes are heavy still.
Grapes, maybe grapes. And
Grapes, yeah.
But then again, I like berries as well. I like.
I think I'm watermelon or something.
Is it?
Maybe.
I don't really like watermelon, you know.
Watermelon's proper still.
It is.
Like a proper,
In terms
like
of
a sweet watermelon.
Yeah.
It's mad.
I don't really chat to
They
watermelon.
even slapping them out there.
Yeah, little piece. I had some today.
Mad still.
Watermelon. They had watermelon and pineapple slices.
Mango's proper, but I can't eat like you can't just have mango.
Mango forever. Yeah, mango's a bad boy fruit still. They've had the small ones, not the big mangoes, the small ones.
Like how small?
They must have it back home, like this small.
Yeah. I think in yard they call them. That's the Julie mangoes.
Okay. Serious fruit. Berries are rocket berries as well.
Julie,
Like.
and they got some next small ones as well. Yeah. All right. If you had to pick one drink.
That's what I mean, bro. I'm so shit when it comes to this stuff. I'm so indecisive. I'll be in the petrol station for like an hour, looking at the drinks. Like I don't know what I want, but Ribena, old school Ribena. So the one like they have it in Uganda, like the same flavor as the old school one. Bad boy
If I
drink.
had to pick one drink, coconut water.
You like coconut water like that? No way.
That's the maddest.
That's some elfy thing though.
Yeah,
man.
that's the maddest as well though. Like,
No,
it's
but
mad.
that-
When you beat a cold coconut water.
But did you like that from
mad.
back in the days, or is it?
No, I didn't, you know.
That's what I'm saying. So it's something that.
But it
you
was
have to
just,
mature to.
like, yeah. When I was young, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Even in yard, when it there and they come in and, like, I didn't like it. Jelly water, jelly, like, and they busting it. Like, I'm thinking, no, this is a joke thing. Like, I didn't like it. But now, coconut water, that's my thing. In the morning, boom, don't even eat coconut water.
My second place might be Lipton iced tea, but the mango one. Yeah. That one, there's flavors for, man, I'll be honest. Like, one time I hit that, I said, yo, because I don't really like fizzy drink too tough.
Yeah, I'm not a fizzy.
Yeah, I don't like fizzy drink too tough still.
One dessert.
Not even a dessert, man, still.
Dessert, man. Nothing.
No, what I do, I get my starter and my main in one.
Yeah.
Cause I don't like pausing and eating. Like I need my meal all together, and then dessert. I'm not really. I ain't got a sweet tooth.
Yeah, I've dropped it all out.
The dessert thing.
I'm on a little health journey still.
Yeah,
but
serious.
But like, if I had to pick one, you know that it has to be. I've got two choices still. The apple crumble is mad.
Of course.
Apple crumble. Or you know them. It's like the cheesecake with the fruits on it though.
I know what you're talking about, but I hate that shit. I hate cream. Number one, like whipped cream and that. So when it comes to that, them layers, like them desserts with layers, I hate that. I hate cake that's like, I like birthday cake and that, like Victoria sponge and all of that, but I don't like them cake that's got the whipped cream on it.
What about
cheese.
ice cream?
Ice cream's alright.
Yeah.
I rock with ice cream. But apple crumble has to be number one still with the custard.
See, when you was young and it's hot and that, you weren't beating like a twister and that,
Yeah.
in the sun.
No, Twister was calm. I don't like whipped cream.
Oh, yeah.
Whipped cream is the fresh thing.
Mad.
Is it?
Red.
I have to touch it still.
Mad.
They had
Grape and lychee.
ooh,
Mad.
you see the throwback ice cream, yeah. I need to remember what it's called.
It was like a bougie thing or normal thing.
Nah, it was in a plastic cylinder kind of shaped container, and then you twist. Bro, what was it called? I know it was Calypso. It was by Calypso, but it was like
Not the
pellets.
Calypso tube thing.
No, it was like little pellets. Little pellets in and then you, bro. Let me see what it's called. I know it was Calypso brand. So let me see what it's called. Yeah, Calypso shots.
Yeah, I
Remember that
Seen
thing? Serious. Calypso shots. That was the one. Yeah, serious.
So what's the if you was gonna give some game now, yeah, to the younger gen, what would you say to them?
Younger gen, I'd say let's get back to the basics, innit? Let's just pause for a minute. Let's get back to the basics. What are we in this for? And what's the exit strategy? Like yeah. I feel like you need to understand that. Once you know the exit plan, you're never lost or confused. I feel like a lot of the time people are involved so deep, they forget the whole essence of what's even going on. You need an exit plan. And there's multiple ways now. Like right now, when I was just chatting to Broski about the stocks and investment and stuff like that, yeah. I get everyone a little exercise, some homework here. When you go on Instagram, go on your timeline, scroll 3 times, and see what comes up, and that's gonna tell you what you're looking for. So right now, as an experiment, I'll go on my timeline. I guarantee I can't scroll 3 times without seeing something about investment or something like that. I'll do it right now, but hopefully my TL don't let me down. You know, sometimes I got say cheese in it. Alright, cool. Cool.
Wait there. The first thing, I want to ask you now, what are you saying about the blogs and
the space
do you think that the space of the internet, the blogs, and everything that's going on, do you think is productive? Or do you think it's destructive, since we're on the topic of the youth? Do you think it's positive or negative?
I feel like it ain't been going on long enough for us to know what effect it's gonna have. However, it's new territory, it's new ground. And I feel like the only thing we can use as a barometer is what the Americans are doing, i.e. academics, Vlad, all of these guys. And these are guys that ain't had the history in the streets, but report on the streets. So now we're having people with the history of the streets report on the streets.
Ain't that a bit like whack then?
To a degree, but it just depends how they do it, because at the same time, you will know what to talk about and what not to talk about. You know the questions to ask your guests and what not to ask them. So I feel like it is a sense of gaining control of the narrative, because if we let people outside of this this thing of ours control the narrative, it goes left, because they're causing
That's happening
beef
already, don't you think, though?
Yeah, but to let that continue and let them control it, I feel like that's the problem.
Like, look, there's certain people that have had their stint in the roads, they're talking. There's people that have been allowed into the space, reporting on things, and the position that they've been given I'm not really feeling it.
What, like random people?
Like, you got a lot of people that I don't think what they're doing is positive. Like, they're reporting on things, yeah, that, like, you got Trap Law, yeah, you got, and his, and many others like him, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the intentions are anything other than monetary gain. I don't feel like it's to do any good.
Of course.
I feel like it's just all. It's negative.
I agree. I definitely
But
think.
people from the streets are allowing them into these spaces to do what they're doing, though.
But that's the thing, though. I feel like when it comes to social media, whether we like it or not, we're the ones clicking into it, we're the ones feeding into it, we're the ones commenting on it. So when you say Trap Law Ross, he's only doing what he was gonna do. He's gonna report on this and that and that and that. It's our community that's making it popular. It's not outside our community that's making him blow up, because they don't care about what's going on. So as much as we want to say he ain't got the credibility to be talking on certain topics, we're the ones feeding into it. And it's like the other day when Bounce was heating up Shadeborough, and I think it was Made You Think that had said, bro, you talk about reset, blah, 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 like, nothing's gonna change because we keep feeding into the Shadeborough. We're still commenting.
But don't you think there's a difference here between, like, people are going to watch some things and, like, they're going to observe certain things, they're going to click it, but there's a difference between that and allowing someone to feel comfortable by doing what they're doing, though. Like, as spectators, people are just going to watch things, it's mix up.
But we wouldn't know that they feel comfortable until they're in certain rooms.
They've been in them.
That's what I'm saying. So
They've been in them.
So that's the difference then.
You know what I'm saying?
Shadeborough aren't in rooms of people as per se. Like
Trap Law, he's in rooms.
Yeah, he's in room. But then that goes to say, that's why I don't fully disagree with the people, like the black and white, like bouncers and that, being in the space talking about certain things, because it's now getting someone that's within the culture that now can. He's reporting on stuff that's going on, and people are clicking in and getting the popularity. But he's someone within our culture, so he does have credibility in that sense to be able to talk about certain topics, whereby someone that's with that outside the culture can turn around.
Yeah, but is it biased? Is it biased reporting,
it would be,
or unbiased though?
It would be. It would be biased. So it's never not going to be biased. It's never going to be 100% fair. If you get what I'm saying, he's not going to come out tomorrow and have this beautiful segment about how Ambush has done X, Y, Z, and his career's done this, and he's achieved this and that. Whereas unbiased party may report that.
Watch this though. You can do what you want, because everyone's adults. Yeah. But you can't come online, or you shouldn't be coming online and speaking of, and this is me to say that everyone should be held accountable, yeah, for their actions, but in what way? Because you can't come online and say things, yeah, about someone, but in the same breath talk about mental health and all of these things and how things have affected them per se, but then do the same thing to other people.
No, I feel what you're saying.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's just like, that's why I feel like in them spaces, it can't only be for monetary gain, because man's gonna know what people are gonna click on, what people are gonna watch, what's gonna do numbers and all of these things. But if man's being sincere, yeah, bro, most man would be cancelled. If man's dirty laundry was out there, most man, they're cancelled, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I feel you. I feel like at the same time as well, no one's getting into it.
But I'm not feeling the cancel culture though.
I know cancel culture is a bit. It's It's techie.
I'm not
It's techie
like,
because
bro, like-
because I've seen it, yeah, and it's a big thing between us as brothers and sisters and rare of color. If someone has, for instance, they open up a shop in Kensington or something, and they see a roach or something, they are going online and saying, "Do not support this business. I've seen a roach in here," and just tearing down a business that someone's worked hard to build up. Like, you see it all the time when it comes to these hair pages. There was a girl that was heating up a girl because she had no toilet seat, but she done her hair nice. All of these things, you get it, and it's like, I feel like us as people have to have a bit of discernment now and be able to stand up. And I have been seeing it here and there, because even with the toilet seat thing, they never took her in too tough on some, like, come on, like, what are you trying to do here? So I feel like as a people, we have to now have that discernment to be able to understand what we're cancelling or not. And then there's other things as well, that what is even being cancelled. Because if you can still operate and still maneuver, then...
Bro, but I'm saying if you can still operate and maneuver, that's only by the will of God. But I'm saying, bro, what man are trying to do to people publicly, yeah? Bro.
Like, you mean specifically targeting a man and saying...
Bro, like, yeah, like, going, like, over the top.
Yeah.
Over the top, bro, to get people out of there, like, and it's just like, bro, you got to remember, everyone is doing what they're doing in the spaces that they are to make a living for themselves and their families, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you get what I'm saying? So to do certain things where a man can say, "Rah, boom, I've felt suicidal,"
yeah,
and had suicidal thoughts, is a deep thing.
Yeah, for sure.
For being targeted online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like, don't you think that's just the risk that comes with that? That comes with the popularity, comes with being in the public eye. Remember, you got a lot of people commenting and saying stuff that are behind fake accounts that naturally could see you and smile up in your face. Some people just do it for the fun of it.
But imagine you feeling that and then doing it to someone else, fam.
What? Oh yeah, okay, I get what you
Do
mean.
you get what I'm
Like,
saying?
you feeling that and still being able to turn around and go troll someone else.
Bro.
That's mind games still.
Do you know what I mean? So
that's mind games.
I just feel like man's got to be aware of the content and the space that man, like, who man is. Because at the end of the day, you can't really, like, man will talk about their road credentials or they're from the road or whatever when it suits them.
Yeah.
Push positivity when it suits them.
Yeah.
Revert back and say, "Oh, man's from the road," or "I'm separate to these people or that people," or whatever, when it suits them.
Yeah.
But then deliver content as a reporter and say that certain things is out there already. Because I'm a firm believer, brother, if you're talking on road stuff, anyone, you gotta let the feds do their work, fam.
Of course.
So even if man's talk like, alright, cool. 3 man get nicked. Yeah, 3 man get nicked. 1 man, he's not talking. Yeah, 1 man, he's talking. Yeah, another man, he's just confirming the talking the first man done.
Yeah.
The first man, he's a rat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The second man, is he a rat?
I wouldn't say he's a rat, but he's not helping. I mean, he's not helping the
3
situation.
man have got nicked.
Yeah.
1 man's not talking. 2 other men.
He's a rat. In that situation,
1
I
man's
just realised
talking
what you
to
said.
the Jakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 3rd man.
Yeah. He's talking to the Jakes, but he's just...
he's saying...
Yeah.
Confirming what my man said.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Okay, cool.
Because that's 2 accounts now.
All right, cool. So when man are talking about certain things, criminal things, that are out there, and man are saying that, right, it's already public knowledge or public information or whatever, but a man is talking on what is already public information, but the cases are open. They're not closed. It's not done. It's not.
Yeah.
That's not, to me. That's not the journalism, that anyone from road should be doing.
I get what you mean. And I guess that's how that the space for those quote-unquote reporters became a thing. Because when you have guys like Scarcity and that, they are impartial. They're not road use. So when they say certain things, to certain man that's on the cases and that, it's jarring. It's like, bro, like, why are they even reporting on man's thing? But it's like, at the end of the day, they're not from the street. It's journalism. So then I get the point that you're making in terms of someone from the street taking up that role.
It's the same thing as another man. You're telling so if a man is telling the feds something or the feds know something, another man's telling the feds what they already know.
Yeah.
What is man gonna say he's not a rat because the feds already know? Man's gonna say he's a rat. He's snitching.
Yeah.
That person, man's gonna say that person's snitching, innit?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I just think that these people that are in spaces, man should be more aware of what they're talking about, or if man doesn't care, just own it.
Yeah.
And just not care, but don't say that, like, you care for the culture, you care for people, this or that. I just think, bro, and the minute that we all put money secondary, yeah, like, and honor and all of these things first, everything will fall in line. If it's just money first, man's gonna say or do anything, for money, innit? So I just feel like just on honor, it's never cool for men to be talking too much anyway, bro. Too much talking, like too much gossiping, not clarifying, not having facts, because remember, this is the internet. So you see, if I come out and I say something now, and then I take it back later because it wasn't a fact, the damage is done.
Yeah.
It's already out there. So there's videos that's going to be out there forever where people's reputation have been damaged. Their children are going to have to watch certain things.
Yeah.
Like, it's
No, it's true. It's true.
Man's just got to be aware of how far man's looking to go in this content space and what man's, like, what's off limits and what's not off limits. You get me?
Yeah, I feel like it's been a brewing pot anyway, probably since COVID times. COVID's when all the spaces were opened up and people started to talk and get their stories across the line.
What's that Clubhouse thing?
Clubhouse and that. Clubhouse, yeah. But it's just the day and age we're in now. Everything changes and adapts. I remember back in the days, there was bare man on road that had taken bare L's, but not everyone knew about it. So they still had that certain something about them that people respected their name and rare. But it's like when the phones started coming out now and everyone's getting dissed and all of these things, it created a whole new wave of violence because people, the L's that would have just been taken, like you might have got that down and you would have just firmed the L and be like, oh, next time I see these youths, bro, it's on. But now that's been recorded, you've had to react now. You get it? So
it's man's honor, but it's mad because I've even seen from man's day, like there was people, it was phone calls. Yeah. So ops are on phones talking to each other. You get me? And that was even weird at stage. You get me? And then it's like man's gonna let you lot know where up on the board. So then the younger generations, it was videos and all of this on ride outs and that, and it's gone all mad, man. It's gone all mad, but it's all for like the spectators. Yeah. It's all for other people. So you got a lot of the things that people are doing, it's not even like for themselves. It's because of it's what happens when you're in the public eye, though.
But I think it's important to talk exit strategy now. Yeah. Because obviously I've come out here, you got a whole load of stuff going on. Get it? I don't know how many years you would have put into all of this, but I feel like it's a good example. Any little youths that are flying over here for whatever reasons, and they come and see things like that, it's inspiring, isn't it? And it goes to show that it's not out of your reach. Like, I can't remember who I saw online today, and there was like, rah, how much would you say is enough for someone to get out? They were saying 100 bags, and they're saying, but what are you going to do with 100 bags and no plan?
That's on here.
That was on here?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that was you?
That's on here, fam.
Yeah. Yeah, no, serious.
Yeah, fam.
Serious. Like, so, within myself, obviously, I haven't really pushed everything out as of yet. but obviously I'm out here in Thailand, business purposes, XYZ. I'm trying to create a space where people can see someone that they relate to a bit more, someone that's involved in whatever and still has a mindset to say, yo, like, this is the play, this is what we're doing. At the end of the day, it's money. Like, and everyone's saying, badness is, I've seen the narrative online, badness is washed now and the roads is dead. But the roads ain't dead to people that live it. You have to remember there's a difference. It became fashionable for a very long time and everyone wanted to be involved. More people wanted to be involved. I said in one of my bars, the lowering the barriers, the entry point. Anyone can just be involved. But there's some people that this is still your reality.
Because the roads are dead, that don't mean man can just go and do anything.
Now, of course, that's why that
still has to be.
You gotta, because at the end of the day, it's certain things that you take up in it. It's a code, innit? Like the streets is led by codes and stuff like that.
Innit? So when you're a man, you're always gonna consider what makes you maintain. Being a man. You're not gonna do certain things because you know there's that thing about you as a man, even if it's not street politics or whatever. You're just gonna know. Nah,
of course, you're not gonna go online and start selling yourself like.
You know what I'm saying?
In any way, shape, or form, but. I was going to do the test in it, but obviously my timeline was looking a bit booky. Let me go back on it now. Hold on. My timeline was doing some gossip. Let me reset. Alright, cool. I'm going to have a tree scroll, and see if we can find something business-wise. Bear in mind, it's my music page, so there's going to be some music. 1. Alright, cool. Let's talk about guns. 2. Boom. We got this guy.
Back in just 100 days.
It's talking about growing his followers, innit? Cool, let's go. 1, 2.
What if I told you get a gas station for 3 bands right now?
Alright, cool, that's one of them. 1. 14 days I made XYZ.
Burn the 5 index funds, I would buy it
index
for
funds.
the rest of my life.
Every now and again you get some music stuff, but I'm tailoring my timeline.
You know what being pulled.
Tailoring my timeline to see things that's gonna keep me in that energy. I can't just be scrolling idly and it's not connecting to what I'm dealing with. You get it? So in terms of stocks and investment, you got Nvidia, you got the S&P 500, you got all of these things are available at the click of your fingers. Trading 212, like stuff like that. Like people don't know about life insurance, the importance of life insurance, and it's like I feel like a lot of the time it's been deemed as a bit neaky to be thinking about things like this. Whereas
that's what I was saying to you earlier. I feel like you were saying that maybe the generation younger than you, but I feel like, bro, the younger youths now, the things that people may have thought was sneaky back in the day, I feel like they got more sense. They got more sense. They don't aspire to be rolled. Like, I've heard young youths, they say, like, certain things is cringe to them. Like,
You
get me?
I see that, but obviously I'm aiming at the youths that are involved. The other youths that ain't, it's because they got a bit of something on their head.
This is big. Do you know why? Cause look, you rap, they're gonna see you, black guy, mask, whatever, and there's a stereotype. But to hear you like this and to articulate yourself and you're talking about these things, these are the kind of things I feel like need to be pushed more.
Yeah, for sure.
From the platforms or whatever let them know, because it's like everyone has their time in it. So it's just like, if man's only pushing gangster, and that's all that they're seeing, that's what they're aspiring to be like.
But that's why I even aim to change up my music a little bit. Every now and again, just drop something with a bit more than just the streets, because as I said, like, it's been 10, 15 years now, and it's the same story when it comes to the streets. The same story from Biggie and Tupac to now. It's the same story. I said it in Winners Talking podcast. I said, if you lot think about you're going to join in the streets, you and 5 of your friends, just look at each other and say, one of you's going to dead, one of you's going to jail for life, one of you's going to get stabbed out, one of you's going to fall off. Like, just look at your friends. That's your future. There's no success story where all 5, 10 of you lot have all come out of this thing steady and straight. So at the end of the day, cool. There's a lot of people that's waking up and the new gen seeing that and no one's really trying to be on road, but then there's a high proportion of people that are. And I've been in that position where there's been no way out, where you're waking up every day like, bro, I got to go this route to college. On the route, I'm going to see these youths. I'm going to have to activate. And there's no way out in certain aspects. So I'm just putting it out there so people can know, hold on, let me click into something. Let me set this up. Let me set that up. If I had known about building my credit, obviously I knew to an extent, which is why I'm not too chips. But if I'd known how easy it was and how to do it properly, I'd be in a whole different position right now. That's for the past 3 years, and moving forward is I'm patterning differently. But it's something that is not out of your realm. You can do what you're doing. You can hit them. You can do this and that. But you know in the background you're patterning because we live in a realistic world. And if you want to be a millionaire one day and you want to pattern one day, don't think it's only going to happen through rapping. There's so many other ways.
Come on, man.
So many other ways.
The last way is going to happen.
This is what I'm saying. And even me, like as much as like cool, it's the music and that, yeah, the reason why I want to change up what I'm saying is because it keeps me at a certain vibration that I'm honestly not at. I'm not at the same vibration I was when I was 18. Yeah. So the music I'm making is still reflecting that. And people may have it twisted that just because I know what I'm doing and I'm patterning properly, it don't make you a dickhead. Not in no way, shape or form, you get it. Like I respect the olders in the ends that actually got stuff going for themselves and legit businesses and stuff like that. They get the utmost respect because like you've turned a bad situation into a better one. And at the same time, no one can play with you. You know what I mean? So it's they're not mutually exclusive, but you can still pattern. So obviously I'm working on it. There's a youth that I really that inspires me online. His name's Murray Jams. Murray Jams. I got linked with him. I think he was trying to do music for a bit, innit? And then he had an idea, something to do with ticketing platform, and people get finessed out of tickets, and he connected it to a blockchain, and he managed to raise 1.3 million in investment for that. And that wasn't the end of the story. From there, he started investing in bare other stuff. I see him in Zanzibar making like holiday homes and that. And I'm looking at the youth and I'm like, bro, like who's talking about music and look what you've done. And then on top of that, he's created this thing called I think it's 100 Club Society or 100 Society Club. And it's like a little community of people that are like-minded. And they're coming together, talking, sharing ideas, and that's kind of what I'm trying to pivot to as well. Trying to create that space for people because there's so much talent and so much within the ends, and I feel like we just get the short stick of it every single time, bro. And the feds are paid daily. They feed their family off of finding out what we're doing and putting us in jail. Like when I had to realize that, hold on, I think this is a game. I'm running around from the feds and that. You are paid to do this. You come into work, you study, you talk about us, you think you know us. Like, and it's just crazy. I'm like, you want to get us down more than we want to get away at this point. And I had to realize, like, there's more to it, bro. Like, not everyone's going to be that story of someone that's just been out and and now you're just in jail for the rest of your life. And don't get it twisted. Everything I'm saying, you'll still be able to pattern where you got to pattern. Your safety, the safety of your friends, the safety of your family, the security, all of that's sorted. It's not I'm going to do this and leave everyone in the mud. No, we're patterning and evolving and moving forward. And if you've got war and X, Y, Z, so be it. That's how it is, bro. But you'd rather be in a better position than in a worse one.
And you don't intentionally place yourself into certain things. If you ask a lot of people how did certain things happen, they don't even know why they're involved in certain things. Certain things are just generational, innit? But if you can get out, get out. And I will always say, learn a skill. Learn a skill, yeah. And even if you want to be a businessman, because a lot of people, they think that, like, they're just going to get money and run a business.
Yeah.
And for me, running multiple businesses, the best thing you can do when you're running a business is have the skill yourself. Because there's so many times that people can bail out on you and you got to keep your business afloat.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, sometimes you can't vision the long term, but you have your plan, you have your short term goals, and you put your best foot forward.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And you keep going because that's how it is. And then you just got to maintain each day. Sometimes people might be with you, sometimes they're not. But when they're not with you, your business keeps going. You get what I'm saying? So, like here, bro, if I couldn't hold pads and coach, the gym would be finished.
Finished, yeah.
But I can do it myself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's one aspect. If I couldn't cook,
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, like, that's what my advice, because even when I was young, my mum, go learn a trade. But there's many different types of trades. Trade doesn't just have to be electrician, plumbing, or whatever. And now, the trades and the things is more vast. You get what I'm saying? The skills that you can do, there's so many these days. So from you learn the skill, then you can even start doing business around the field that you're already equipped in. Do you get what I'm saying?
And now it's not even as hard as it was back in the day. Because back in the day, you had to be out plumbing, electrician, physically. Now you got coding. You got stuff that you can do from home, remote, on your computer. The time you was playing FIFA or COD with the man them, you could sit down for 2 hours a day and get something locked in. You know, like you can do your masters.
Bro, the streets is done, man. Like
That
in when I say the streets is done in terms of like, bro, to make money,
yeah.
Legitimately, like look back in man's day, licking it.
Yeah.
Bro, there's cameras everywhere, bro. Things have evolved, things have changed, bro. Like from, you get what I'm saying, bro, from they probably got boxes, trackers and all of the madness now. It's like, bro, it's done. You get what I'm saying, bro? The risk, is not worth the reward, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, trapping, even shotting food and all of these things. It's like, bro, like, brother, there's man that are on the road trapping and they're still having it hard.
Yeah, straight.
Like,
all over, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, like you can go and have a skill and go and make your money with your hands.
No, for sure. And I'd always promote that.
No
always
middle
push
person.
that. Always push that, because at the end of the day, bro, you're making your money, bro. And if you want to be your own boss and have your own business, you're gonna need capital.
And if you want peace of mind, bro, if you want peace of mind, you want tranquility, and you just want like an easy life, like you see, like here, bro, different, bro. Like you could just be driving, you stop, a man's looking, and he's just smiling, and it's not that ends vibe, like ends automatically, like, bro, what's this? What's man looking at? Like, you get what I'm saying? It's that vibe here. It's not that. A man might make a mistake on the road. Oh, sorry. Like, it's just, you get what I'm saying, bro? You ain't got that.
You know what?
And imagine that constantly
Do you know
just taking your peace away. It's mental, bro.
I'd advise, man, if you're college age or whatever, certain times it's dark, like, you're still a bit young, rare. Save up for $5.
Travel, innit?
Save up for $5
Travel,
and
fam.
get out of London, bro.
Travel.
It does wonders. It does wonders, because you see a world and you realize how insignificant the world that you thought was everything.
Perspective changes.
There was a point where I thought the world I was in was everything. And it's not because we're dumb. It's because we're conditioned. That's how we live day in, day out.
It's what you see.
It's what you see.
Your environment. It's what
like
you
people.
see, innit?
So when people talk down on people on the road and stuff like that, cool, I hear the ones that join for the fashion, but this is real life and it's real emotions. There's people in villages in Africa, in Congo, in Uganda, that are child soldiers, that are born and they're doing heinous things, but product of the environment. Then there's there's people that live, white people in America that might have a sweet life, but because they ain't got too much drama going on, they're very in touch with their emotions, and the world is a lot for them, and they feel suicidal. You can't take anyone's experience away from them, because if someone else was put into that exact environment with the same factors, you may be acting the same way. So when you're on your high horse thinking, oh, I always thought the roads was the idiot thing.
Tomorrow.
This is what I'm trying to say. I always thought the roads was the idiot thing. I didn't jump on the road, and now you're looking down on people. Be careful with how you're painting that brush, because it's real life for some people, and it's just certain things that need to happen for people to come out of that environment and understand for themselves and get that revelation. So in terms of like, people talk about mental health and rare, you also have to have the element of compassion and be like, you know what? If I do want to help that situation, do I want to just talk about it and chat shit, or do I want to help? And if I do want to help that situation, let me try to understand these people. Let me understand what they're going through, their struggles, and think about ways that's going to change stuff for them.
And
Simple.
I feel like, you see, as a culture, there's enough of us to push positivity.
For sure.
There's enough of us, and if man does it, the narrative, and what people are going to be inclined to is going to change.
Yeah.
Because they are the outlets.
Yeah.
It's just like TV, bro. Whatever the TV pushes, whatever the radio pushes, that's what the people are seeing. The radio, the TV, and all of these things and that, once upon a time, that was the big brother for people.
Yeah.
That's their older brother.
It dictated everything.
You get what I'm saying? That's their older brother, and they're looking up, seeing their older brother, and they're saying, right, that's how I want to pattern. You get what I'm saying? So when people are looking now, they go waking up, they're going on their phone, the likes of the Shade Boroughs, the Made You Think, Bouncers Platform, RTM, Winners Talking, and there's many more, But that's just to name a few, People are going and seeing and listening to what's coming from those platforms. That is the TV. That's the TV. So if we're pushing positivity, that's what the people are gonna pick up on.
Yeah, for sure.
You get what I'm saying? So if man are getting,
but I'll be honest, it is tricky. I don't know if we're
it's
the
tricky
best
if
contenders.
but it's tricky if you think, this ain't gonna do views and I need to monetize or whatever. If you only think about that, then it's tricky.
No, this is the point I'm making though.
But if it's educational, and you want to push what you'd be pushing to your own youth,
Then now,
it's not,
this
bro.
piggybacks off of what you said earlier. We got to look into our space and be realistic. Everyone's claims to be pushing the positivity, right? But
do they?
no, claims as in like, like reformed and stuff like that. But the problem comes with when you see certain man's cards being pulled and they revert to this beefed up G type of thing, and it's like, bro, it's quite contradictory now, because as much as you're saying this and that and this and that, you're basically saying, yeah, you man do that, but not me though. And I see it quite a lot when I'm online and I see certain man's cards getting pulled and then they revert back to being the bad man that they formerly was. And it's like, it's now mixed messages, because that's not pushing positivity. Like, you're either going to left it or you're not.
But at the same time, I feel like protecting your honor, is not necessarily pushing negativity either.
I hear it,
As a man, you can still be a man, but you're just not the aggressor. You're not the oppressor.
but there's a difference between being a man, not being a dickhead, and being a gang member, being a GM, or trying to talk about your guns and X, Y, Z. That, I don't think you're protecting your honor if you're always bragging about your gun.
100. And I feel like man that talk about machine too quickly, it's for a reason, isn't it? People that are like that, to me, I just find that they're insecure. Because I remember I was even chatting to a man and I'm saying, bro, even if you're rolling with it, you don't have to use it all the time. You get what I'm saying? And man's like, bruv, if I got it, man, no, I'm using it. And I'm saying, bro, that's because man's not confident in other ways. There's bare things that I feel like happen where man will use a knife or a machine, yeah, rather than their fist certain times, yeah, because they're not confident. You get what I'm saying? And I was even chatting to a man and he's telling me, he's saying, bro, he had a madness and more time he's rolling a certain way and he's like, bro, he just said to himself, you know what, yeah, brother, man's not even drawing for nothing. And he went and he had a fisticuffs. He said it was a long day. It was a long day, but he had a fisticuffs, you get me? Yeah. And he felt better for it. And then from having a long day, he's like, right, you know what? He's going to start training. You get me? And then he started going hard on training, but it's just like, how much, man? The first thing, bro, it could be an argument. A man's going to wet someone or do the mad thing for something that is a minor dispute. Yeah. And that's because of deficiency in man. If man could train or man was confident or insecure, bro, it's words or it's a fight or it's not a machine thing. It's not, you get what I'm saying? So, enough man, they're just drawing for something and doing a mad thing straight away. You get what I'm saying, bro?
But that's what I'm saying. When I'm looking online, like, I don't really see... that's why I don't preach that I push peace. I'm aware that there's certain elements where I know I can help people, and I pray one day I get to a point where I'm able.
But I don't think pushing peace is turning the other cheek, fam. It's not, fam. You get
but
it?
How is it not though?
Like because, bro, pushing peace doesn't mean like you're not a man, or pushing peace doesn't mean that you must take you don't have honor, or you must take all kind of disrespect. You get what I'm saying? I feel like pushing peace is like you wake up, but your meds is positivity rather than negativity. So you don't look for trouble. Even if trouble comes your way, you might try and diffuse it. But when it comes to you being oppressed now, then you stand up for yourself.
That's a different angle. But that's not. I don't think that's the pushing peace that we're all aware of. I feel like that's a way that's more realistic, because naturally, everyone can have a moment where they're thinking, yeah, like, cool, yeah, you know what, like, I need to do better, and then real life just clicks in and you're straight back to it. So if
when you say real life, what do you mean? How do you mean?
As in, like, you step outside, you're thinking, bro, like, even if I might just even try to do the punch-up thing or rare, but you remember your ops have machine. Then I'm machine. Rolling. This is what I'm saying.
But that's you're still pushing peace though, fam.
How?
Bro, because look, yeah, you have to bring what you have to bring. Yeah. But you, as a person, yeah, you're a peace pusher.
But do you think that... I feel like in theory...
Like that's warranted, fam.
I feel like... How would you even see... How would you... I don't know. It's...
Remember, bro, yeah, you see pushing peace, yeah, it's just like you're letting the ego, to a certain extent, you try and let go of the ego, you try and let go of your pride, you try and operate on honor. Remember, when you're on road, your whole meds is evilness. Like your link up with your friends, everything is evilness. Nothing is on any kind of good vibrations at all.
That's true.
Yeah. But when you're pushing peace, the difference is your vibrations is positivity. You might even be a working person. You're someone who's like, you're legit. You don't seek problems, but if problems come your way, you got to deal with them accordingly. So you could be pushing peace, but what are you going to be doing with your fist if man are trying to talk machine and rise it? You get me? So that's why I feel like when people don't understand the middle ground, that's why man will never push peace, because they don't understand what it is. So they would just think, but I'm on badness. It is what it is. But when you understand, man's not looking for problems, but you have to defend yourself. You can even try and take yourself away from them, but if the problems come to you, what can you do?
So how would someone push peace here? Give a scenario like, let's say you're from a block now, you're older in a block now, yeah, and you got young G's, and things are going on. Like, but you're meant to be pushing peace, but you're the go-to.
Yeah. These are things that are happening. It's real life. These are things that are happening now, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or happen from generations, like my generation. There's man that, you get what I'm trying to say, we're known for certain men that have been those guys, but when there's younger generations, like, you don't tell them to live a mad thing because you want good for them.
mm-hmm.
Do you get what I'm saying? So where certain man or certain times they might have governed their ends a certain way, when they get older, that changes. So that is the pushing piece, innit, where you're giving them game rather than corrupting them.
But how does game help them when it's cracking?
Bro, because then, yeah, you got to remember now. You see, before, when things are happening, yeah, or when you're in the streets, certain times you're outside and you're the aggressor or you're the oppressor in certain situations.
Yeah, for sure.
So man are oppressing and even starting situations that didn't even exist in the first place.
Yeah.
So now, when you're pushing peace, you're not doing that anymore. You're not looking for no problems or whatever, innit? So remember, this is a perfect example as well. Remember, there's man that have done all types of things, and then there's man that have come to the deen. So when they've come to the deen now, it could still be up, you know, with certain situations. But those people know that, you know what, them man are living a different life. So it's up to them if they still want to pursue certain things. If they do still want to pursue certain things, they know that certain man are, you're still ready.
Yeah.
You're still game, but bro,
there's an opportunity
I've
now
left this situation,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So it's up to man, but they know that if
it push comes to shove, you can't just be like, all right, cool, do me something.
Yeah.
I hear that much.
You know what I'm saying? So there's and bro, from you know what you're doing is the right thing and it feels right in your heart, it doesn't even matter what anyone's gonna say, because there's always gonna be people, my man bailed out, or this man done this, or this man that, or my man jumped out and left man in it, or this man's got birded and man's not involved no more, or these man are chatting to these man. Like, there's always gonna be things that are going on in it, but at the end of the day, you can't just, it's like, you know, like on the roads, there's survivor's guilt, yeah? And also you can't have guilt because, like, now you're wiser and you've got vision, so you're just gonna stay in it because you feel like that's what your people would want you to do.
That's because regardless of anything, that's being insincere anyway. So it's never gonna map out for you. But at the same time, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Like, bro, you can push peace. You can be on a positive path. There's been righteous people that have fought wars that was necessary.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But righteous people, they're not oppressors. They're not bullies. They don't go overboard, innit? They don't, like, as a righteous person, you ain't gonna be able to, like, you can pattern situation, you can calm something, but you just shoot, man, for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Certain situations, the man might just need a talking to, bro. Certain situations, you might need to box, man. Certain situations, it's life, innit, bro? Not everything, well, you need to stab someone or you need to shoot them.
But then that's enlightened me to a new definition of pushing peace then. Because the pushing peace that I was under the impression of wasn't making sense to me. And it was something that I couldn't stand by. Because it's like, I'll be a hypocrite. I'm telling you lot don't do X, Y, Z, and I'm just doing the mazza. But now when you look at it, it makes sense. And I guess it's not something that you expect instant results. However, it's a better scenario to move towards, whereby protect your own, hold your own, but always, like, aspire for something else. Don't be the aggressor. But if if it gets to it, PG. And that's how I live my life now. Anyway, you get it. So to a degree, I can say
And that's something you can take with you, bro, until the grave, bro. That's the way how we should be living as men. Anyway, we're not oppressors. We're not transgressors. You live good with your people. You want for your brothers what you want for yourself. You help your neighbours. You got faith. Pray to God. You live your life. You don't concern yourself in things that's not nothing to do with, man. You're not bothering no one, bro. That's it, bro. Problems come your way, you deal with it accordingly. Obviously, not every problem warrants madness.
Yeah.
But life is life, innit? So you're gonna go through life having whatever issues you do have, and you deal with them accordingly. That's it, bro. Do you get me? And enough of the youths, bro. Enough youths ain't even got into no crazy situations where they're young enough to leave the roads, and a lot of things will be forgotten about.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. What's next for AM, man?
Just working, man. Just working. I'm trying to, obviously, as I said, I'm trying to change up the music a bit. Obviously, I still do my dues when it comes to the drill and just give people what they want. But therefore, I'm doing a bit more feel-good music. Because I've already done elements of that in the past anyway, so it's not new, but more feel-good music, more music that can be... Because, bro, when I come out here and I go to the clubs and that, they ain't trying to hear what I'm yapping on about, bro. They want to hear a good beat, a nice melody. It don't matter what I'm talking about. I can, like, obviously I'm not going to see gang, gang, gun, gun, but, like, as long as it's good music, it's good vibes, it's... You can say your ones and twos, something like J Huss, you know what I mean? He says his ones and twos, but he still makes it a vibe. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm flexing. I probably can't even flex to my own music in the club. If I heard it, I'll be confused. So it's like, I want to make music that can get running in the clubs and that.
So
And
you looking to drop anything this side of the year or the beginning of the...
therefore, this side, I was aiming to drop this side. It may not be the project itself, but singles and freestyles. Definitely just back into the swing of it. So a couple freestyles, social media is the way right now. So obviously put them on DSPs and then maybe a single or two and then work towards putting a project together. Then on to the next and on to the next and on to the next. Like, one thing I know is they say quality over quantity, but I got both. So I'm not really concerned about that. I got songs for days that are good quality. So I just want to get back into just dropping. That's how it is. Yeah.
It's a good sit down, man. You know what? Like, cause bro, trust me, man. I want to beat the stereotypes. You get me? So it's just like, for me, it's sick. Like, cause it's just like, when people look at us a certain way and then they hear us sit down and talk and articulate ourselves, bro, it's big, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
Big, you get me?
Definitely.
And you're out here, one up, you get me, traveling. So, bro, that's big spill. You get me, to come out here and just to be like, bro, it takes a certain type of like character, certain type of person or people to go and travel, and that's when you learn about yourself and your surroundings. You get me, by traveling and doing it.
You learn yourself still. Sometimes when you're in the streets or you're at work 24/7, there's a version of you that gets suppressed. When you're out and you're figuring out the world alone, you learn you again. It's like there's no pride and ego. It's
isolation, like, you learn a lot, man.
Yeah.
You learn a lot.
So,
get me? I've done a lot of isolation. You get me? So, like, being alone with your thoughts. Sometimes you can do too much, but in balance, it's good, man. Like, to actually, like, even the other day I made a post and I was saying, can you hear yourself think? You get me? A lot of the times, bro, can man actually hear themselves think? Man's in with people. How much solo time does man have to even gather their thoughts and hear their actual thoughts? Let their thoughts resonate and act upon that and implement the good from it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Serious, bro.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, I recommend everyone to solo travel, number one, but to travel in general if you ain't. solo travel. This is, I want to say it's my first, but every time I've gone somewhere alone, I know people and I end up linking up. So this is the first time where I've been like this far away from home and just navigating myself, waking up, not being accountable to anyone else but myself, just finding out what I want to do, what makes me happy. And it's been very revealing, very telling, definitely beneficial. Like, I wish I had more time out here still. Probably going to pattern and fly back, to be fair.
So you're going back soon, isn't it?
Yeah, tomorrow. I got a flight in a couple hours, actually.
Is it?
In the bins, yeah, got a fly.
Man.
I'm flying back. I'm flying to Bangkok, and then I'll be there for a day, and then flying back to London.
Respect though, you come through
100%,
supported the restaurant. You can't get me.
Yeah, nah, bro. I see the yard food. I'm like, you know what? I'll be real. The Thai food ain't been hitting too tough. It ain't. I've had a 1-2 proper meal. That Three Monkeys place that I went to was serious. I just said they got a mixture. So they got their Thai. They got a Thai menu. Then they got some other stuff. So yeah, that was hitting. But yeah, so I came through, the food was proper. I said, yeah. But then obviously it's like I've looked around. I just thought it was the restaurant. But when I've looked around, I said, like, you must, there's a certain mindset. For the restaurant alone, anyways, you get it. But I like to speak with like-minded people and always room to learn and improve. Like today I've learned a whole new definition of pushing positivity. And that's something I can stand behind that now. You get it? So always room to learn and to grow.
Would you see the restaurant from ends? Or
no, I just seen it. I saw on TikTok.
Is it?
TikTok's the way right now. Still just flicking through.
What post did you see?
For the life of me, I can't remember. I just
where people say TikTok and it's like, bro, I don't even go hard on TikTok. Like it's TikTok's mad for me, but I just need to post on it more.
I keep posting because it's only after that I'm clicking into this page and then seeing the whole works. But people don't know, like, until it pops up on there. There's so much information out there. TikTok's very selective with what they show you. Like, I know that much from Instagram because I follow certain rappers, and there's a mixtape that's been out for 2-3 weeks, and people are telling me, "Have you heard my mixtape? What, you dropped?" I got him on the gram. Now, when I go on the gram, I can see all his posts, and I'm like, I didn't see that. So it led me to believe also when you're promoting your brand, your music, you have to do it to the point where you feel like you're annoying people and more. Me, I want to post twice. I'm like, this is jarring. Why am I still posting the same thing? No, you have to be annoying.
On Insta. On
social media.
Full stop.
Post and post and post and post and post. And then that's when the results will come. Like, and if you're not backing yourself, how's anyone else meant to back you? You got to back yourself fully. Like, I get it because it gets to like, sometimes it's like, bro, like, it's not really in my personality as per se, but I'm thinking if it was a business that I weren't the face of and I was in the marketing team, I'd be going ham. So it's like, what's the difference? Oh, it's because it's my brand, it's my face. I don't want to do too much. No, do too much. That's what I've kind of learned anyway.
Where can they find you, man?
AM2 Bunny. That's AM number 2 and then BUNNY. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I want to be more active on social media because I've been kind of quiet. But I do know anytime I get on social media for a week or two, traction picks up quite quickly. I'm just in a phase of my life where I don't know what to really be posting because I'm doing a lot of transitioning. And like a year ago, what I would have been posting is different from now. But certain times, maybe just post the journey, bro. Just post
That's how I feel. I was gonna say that to you. Like whatever you're posting, that's part of your journey, innit? Sometimes I feel like man want to be too polished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. Like the people, if you are your brand, let it be authentic, innit? People gonna see even the errors that you made on the way and your journey, innit? And I just feel like, yeah, man, it's more fruitful, innit? Like, and it's more realistic, bro. If man just like, right, man's gone missing for how long, and now he's doing this.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem realistic to the person,
Yeah.
but when they're seeing the steps of it
It's
and how it happened,
attainable.
yeah.
And that's the problem with social media. That's the toxicity side of it, where everyone just shows the highlights.
Yeah.
No one wants to show the flaws and the hardships and the failing and
Come up, innit?
yeah, and everyone's just looking at, oh no, he's patterning and he's patterning, man. Oh, da 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 da. And then when that person starts failing, people feel better about themselves. Yeah. They're thinking, oh yeah, good. Like, there's
It's like weight loss journeys, innit? When they can see some person they're in the gym, they're grinding or whatever. It's like they know, boom, I can
it's
do that.
realistic because I know what to do. When the information's hidden, they start feeling away. Oh, he must have done surgery or something. You know what I mean, so it's true. Post the journey, man.
Yeah, man.
That's the plan.
Post the journey, and those that are striving, keep striving, man, and just know that nothing don't happen overnight, man.
For sure. I'm sure none of this happened overnight.
It was a grind still, man.
Yeah.
It's a grind, and even up until now, you get me, but we keep moving, you get me?
Keep moving still, that's proper.
So, yeah, man. Battle of the Soul podcast. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's deeper than a podcast anyway, man. And we just have the real content, sit down. It's not scripted.